Juan Mitchell, and this is the Biz by a Buzz, where we profile big news happening near you. Our guest today is Tony Lee, the Triple X hypnotist. With over 6,000 shows and 6 million fans worldwide, Tony has officially sold out more live performances, receiving more awards and nominations than any other artist in any category in Canadian history. We are pleased today to welcome him to the Biz by a Buzz. So, Tony, good to have you here with us today. Well, you've been in the business for over 25 years as a Triple X hypnotist. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it happened by mistake. I hypnotized my girlfriend by accident.
Did you already know how to hypnotize
I was joking around. I was joking
Oh.
around with her and going, "You're getting sleepy." And she started fading out. She fell over, freaked me out. And everything go, "No way." And then I started, "You're going to do this." And she did it and went, "Cool." And it was a rush. So it developed over the years, and everything we do in the show is completely 100% original material.
Yes.
And we spawned a whole nation of hypnotists, a whole global epidemic, maybe you could call it. No, it wouldn't be an epidemic. But we're a great influence on many of the hypnotists that are touring there today.
Well, you're one of the most celebrated Canadian artists. I mean, you've been, 25 years, over 6,000 shows. How does that feel?
You know what? It feels like I've been doing this for about 2 years. Doesn't feel like a long time. Mostly because I can't remember half the stuff I've done because I've been so polluted for the first probably 20 years of my touring. But it's been, I've got a chance to see the entire world. It's been a very, very rewarding career.
So your show carries you not only in Canada, but across the United Kingdom as well.
Yeah, we've done stuff, United Kingdom, the Arab Emirates, New Zealand, Mexico, Bahamas. Really, it's everywhere. Anywhere there's an English-speaking community.
Everybody's pretty interested in, hypnosis. Does it work? Will it work on me? What kind of stories, like really peculiar stories to you, that have you ever encountered in your profession that have just been like...
Okay, it depends where you want to go with this. If you can think of a story of something, if you were hypnotized, what would you fear the most of going through? And we've probably done it. We've probably done it. So it's, but it sounds very like, oh my God, but it's not. It's actually a really methodically well thought show. Remember, we tour universities and colleges. We couldn't get away with the politically incorrectness if it was overbound. We take it to that fine line to make people laugh, to bring it right to that pinnacle,
Right.
without crossing it, depending where you draw that line.
Right.
But that's why we've been so successful in the universities. We're edgy, but not overboard. Mentally and physically, I'm still a university college student, and I always will be, until such time where it becomes a little creepy, which is about sort of now, but I think I'll buy myself another year or two.
Well, not only have you been touring through the circuit for quite some time, a number of years, but also you're a director on the Canadian campuses.
Yeah, I'm a director in the Canadian Organization of Campus Activities. I represent the Associates, which is all the entertainers in Canada.
Okay.
Anybody that wants to break into the business, whether it be a musician, a comedian, another hypnotist, perhaps, or even a lecture speaker you got your Sue Johanssons to your James Cunninghams, Funny Money Tour, to even lectures like Ron Jeremy, who's made presence on the Canadian campuses.
So I would assume Ron Jeremy ties in really well to the Triple X theme.
He's actually a very, very cool guy. He's short. He doesn't look short, although the illusion of his symmetry, well, it's not an illusion. I gotta admit, he's freaking huge for a short little guy, right? But great guy, and he was a school teacher. He worked with developmentally challenged kids, and ended up getting into the industry, and now he's talking about it on a lecture tour.
Not only do you facilitate entertainment throughout the campuses, but you also manage entertainment as well with another company, correct?
Yeah, I've been with various agencies. I was represented by S.L. Feldman for the longest times. George Oz, wonderful agent, wonderful man. But as time progresses, I've had my own agencies, and right now I'm the owner and partner, our partner in Live Tour Artists. And,
Right.
we work with a lot of artists, whether they're present or past, from the older acts from Honeymoon Suite to the Glass Tigers to the recent development. I guess my biggest claim to fame is putting together the first Trailer Park Boys live show with Randy and Leahy, which has been touring for about a decade or so, and has also won 5 campus awards for its achievements.
For aspiring entertainers, stage performers, etc., first of all, we'd like to know, how did you go about getting your name out there, and what can they possibly do in order to market themselves in a more effective manner?
Back when I was doing it in the mid, a long time ago, the internet wasn't really being used. The Commodore VIC-20 was out. There was really no internet there. The flow of information really wasn't there. So there was a formula, and the formula, like whether you're a musician and everything you'd use, is that you'd come up with a certain beat, and there was a certain genre of music and type of music that people wanted. You hire a right radio tracker. They go out and they talk to the radio station managers. You get the stuff on the air. You build a following. You get in touch with a good agent. You open up for some big shows. So there's a formula to build that up. But now, not a lot of people, people do listen to the radio, but the means of your ability to expose yourself is become spread out so vast that, if you think about it, when's the last time you actually says, hey, I want to go, this band is playing down the street, or this comedian is playing down the street, because you don't listen, or you're not watching TV, or you're listening to your iPod instead of, doing whatever else. So become extremely challenging. I got in the time where we built that following, and people were still going out 3-4 days a week, and it was easier. Now the mediums are a lot different. Now you need to be creative, whether using social media, whether using video, but most importantly is getting yourself in front of people and building it like they did in the olden days. Is building that following, getting in front of people and building a few fans, and then coming back in that market and building a few fans. And then as that grows, they're going to be loyal. And really, that's the way to build it now, no matter what kind of entertainment you're in. Careful what you wish for. It's a very superficial, lonely world. I do a lot of touring. I love what I do. I've lived a rock and roll lifestyle, essentially, for almost 3 decades now, 25 years. But there's a trade-off to it. And the trade-off is your true partner or companionship. A lot of times not possible.
Doesn't work.
Which I'm okay. I'm okay with that, because I figured I'll just wait till I get a little older, find that weak zebra, pounce on him.
Who would you say you are a fan of?
I'm a fan of you.
Hey, thank you.
I have a fan. I'm a fan of anybody and everybody that is talented, that is humble, and I'm a little biased because he's become one of my best friends, or I consider him a really close friend. Is John Dunsworth. He plays Mr. Leahy on the Trailer Park Boys, and just working together for so long, seeing such a dynamic, talented man, but yet so humble and appreciative. And he said to me, he goes, Tony, it's taken me, he's been in theater for 40 years, and, with the Trailer Park Boys, he's gotten recognition from that. So, Tony, it's taken me 40 years to be recognized for something I love to do. And it's like, wow, what a humble person. And when you get to that point where you realize how lucky you are.
You're into consulting, you're into marketing, you're into some green initiatives as well. Where does it end?
It doesn't. The day it ends is the day I die. There always will be growth. And it doesn't matter. I'll try anything twice in case I make a mistake the first time. I'll do everything, but I won't do that.
So one of the essential components to business is always reaching for more.
Absolutely.
Growth and development.
It doesn't matter what I learn. I'm genuinely interested in everything. Life has taught me that karma, I really believe in karma. If you're good to people, people will be good to you. And, it doesn't matter. It only takes a very a couple of seconds in a day to tell the person that's around you, hey, how you doing? How's your day? To put a smile on their face.
Right.
And I make an attempt to do that, and I live a much happier life doing that. So, what I've learned is be good to everybody, no matter if they weigh 300 pounds or whether they're the most beautiful person in the world. Hug them just as much. And I just love everybody.
Well, honestly, Tony, I must tell you, we're good friends, but truth be told, you are still a celebrated entertainer, and I definitely want to thank you for extending yourself to come out and be on our show.
You, my man.
Thank you very much, Tony. So, as you can see, Tony is not only an inspiring entrepreneur and performer with a big heart, but a humble guy with his feet firmly planted, despite great success. Thanks for watching the Biz by a Buzz, and be sure to tune in next time.